Hey you guys, what's popping? Welcome back to my channel. Yes, as you can see from the title, I'm here to shake the room with my unpopular opinions. I know this trend is hella overdone and even oversaturated, but is this really a YouTube channel if I don't let you guys know some of my opinions? Exactly. Plus I know this trend will never die out because people love the tea, and well, K-pop is very flawed. Now on to the boring part. Disclaimer, boy, I don't know what to tell you other than, if you are the type that gets easily triggered or not open to other perspectives, just click off right now. With that being said, none of what I say is factual, and no hate or disrespect is intended towards anybody mentioned. This is solely me stating some of my observations and views. If you disagree with anything I say, that's totally fine. You can let me know in the comments, but do it respectfully. Now that this long ass intro is done, let's get started. Listen to what I have to say before you'll assassinate me. BTS deserves more than what the Grammys are worth. I'm all for the success that Dynamite brought the boys, but it doesn't sit right with me how they almost had to change themselves, that is alternating from their native language to English, before they were acknowledged. I can't help but think, would the Grammys still have nominated them if Dynamite wasn't an all-English song, as they have been making submissions even before 2020? For me personally, Dynamite isn't on par with the songs of their past submission. If the Grammys truly respected BTS's craft, they would have been nominated for at least 2 more categories. I would say Best Pop Vocal Album for Map of the Soul 7 and Best MV for Dynamite. Which is why I think, if the Grammys can't acknowledge BTS in the way that they should, just like The Weeknd, they shouldn't attend and give them the clout they thirst for. I know facials are technically a part of the choreography, but I tend to prefer when an idol is more present on stage, and not so in their head about perfecting the choreo. That means engaging with the audience, and keeping the overall atmosphere and energy high. This makes it more of an enjoyable performance, rather than watching a complex dance routine which is just gonna make me feel like trash because, well, I could never. I mean, at the end of the day, isn't that what the dance practice is for? Lol. In its performances, Yuna always grabs my attention, because she has very expressive facials, and doesn't take her eyes off the camera, which keeps the performance very fresh. Another honorable mention of this is V, and don't get me wrong, they're all phenomenal dancers, and I'm not disputing the importance of choreo, because it absolutely is, but bro, it shouldn't be the be all and end all. K-pop's obsession with the West is nothing new. A lot of people complain about K-pop being Americanized. Well, I hate to break it to you, honey, but K-pop mirroring the West has stemmed from first gen, so Taji and the boys are the perfect epitome of this. Whilst they are undeniably one of K-pop's biggest influences today, they were heavily influenced by American R&B and hip-hop and experimented a lot with these types of sound. The K-pop industry's relentless motive of sounding like the West will never end. So you either get with it or leave. 18 is Don't Kill Me. I don't know what it is, but something in me just can't seem to click with their brighter concepts. Wave and Illusion have left the chat. They don't pass the vibe check for me. It just reminds me of the feeling I get when I've overstuffed myself with chocolate. When it comes to their darker and charismatic concepts, I'm all for it. Most covers do not outdo the original. I'm sick and tired of fans being like, so and so ate the original. No, not even. What are you talking about? Straight cap. I get it, your faves performed it, and so you get a little excited, and don't know how to act, and so you feel the need to hype it, but that doesn't mean they ate. You'll need to chill. In the special stage performance where Woojin, Sinbi, Yua and Yoonbi covered NCT's Boss, I was seeing a lot of people telling bold-faced lies. In that performance, Woojin was the only one that actually snapped. I don't care, argue with my left toe. This doesn't mean that the others didn't do well, but they didn't pop off the way some of you guys were claiming they were. Look, I get it, I actually do. When an idol is funny and has an entertaining personality, you find this relatable and you're drawn to that. Which is completely normal, because I'm too sometimes. But why is it, when an idol isn't over the top or just constantly joking, you'll label them as boring? Bruh. Am I the only one that finds this even more relatable? The same way regular people are introverted and reserved, this doesn't exclude them just because they're idols. Yes, an idol is required to present a certain level of confidence when on stage and doing idol-related activities, but you'll need to stop with this constant unnecessary pressure. If it's not what their personalities are like, leave them alone the fuck. Sometimes when I'm watching idol content, it almost feels like they're forcing their personalities. This could be because of fan service, to please the fans, or a facade they feel obliged to put up. Either way, they're not robots, let them act however they want to. Damn. Before you lose your shit, hear me out. Now, I'm not a vocal coach or anything like that, but I feel like after the Love Yourself era, BTS's music has been getting higher and higher. Whilst sonically the music is euphonious, I think when sung live it's sometimes a struggle for some of the boys. Take for example Taehyung, who, as I feel, predominantly sings more comfortably in a lower register as he is a baritone and doesn't have the typical K-pop voice. It's much harder for someone like him to sing these newer songs which don't really complement his type of voice. I feel like it applies mostly with songs like Boy with Love and Dynamite. Again, this is not me criticizing the boy's vocal abilities per se, but merely an observation I've made. When I tell you this annoys me differently, people will really say, because a song is forgettable it equates to it being bad. No sir, not every single song in an artist's discography has to stand out. More time when you unexpectedly come across it in your playlist, it slaps even harder than before. The point is, there's a difference between a song being bad and a song that just doesn't stand out. For me personally, See You Later is one of Blackpink's more forgettable songs. Does that make it a bad song? Hell no. It just doesn't stand out in comparison to their other songs. This goes for the Fake Ride or Die fans that act like nothing their faves put out is capable of being forgettable. It's not a crime if a song is forgettable. This used to be really cute, but it's so overdone now. People use this for any and everything. I mean, of course there is going to be a huge contrast from when an idol is on stage and off stage. What don't you guys understand about humans? We have different facial expressions for different feelings. I'd be scared if an idol had the exact same expression that they had on stage 24/7. Bottom line is, everyone has duality. The way I really thought this was a normal thing, but I guess not. It's crazy how I've seen people slandered for this, which is so dumb. At the end of the day, it's your taste and preference, you can't control that. There's nothing wrong with preferring another group's style of music. Just because you prefer another group's discography doesn't make you any less of a fan of your alts. I'm pretty sure your alts are you alts for reasons other than the music. And I'm pretty sure your alt's music would still be one of your faves, but just not your favorite. I swear some of you'll need to grow up. I know you're probably thinking, what the hell? Especially because Lisa is the lead and, well, Jennie is the main rapper. Technically Jennie is the better rapper, for sure, but I think if the roles were reversed and it had been Lisa that wasn't rapping for the same period that Jennie didn't, there would have been a huge difference to their sound. There is a special type of energy that Lisa embodies best, especially considering their girl crush concept. You can see this in Playing with Fire, As If It's Your Last, the list goes on. Because Jennie is also lead vocalist, her presence is still very much prevalent. Don't get me wrong, overall, when both are rapping it's always better. We get bops like Crazy Over You, Whistle and Pretty Savage. Hardly anyone could choose between them who own the In Boom Bayar era, which just shows how deadly it is when both are rapping. Anyways, this meets the end. Thank you for watching. Please like if you enjoyed, comment what you think about my opinions, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.